The Battle of Stalingrad shows us just how deadly World War II actually was and how strategies were used to take it over a city at any cost possible. It showed everyone what can happen when evil meets evil and all the death and destruction that can occur because of it. In 1939, Stalin and Hitler signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which brought peace between Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. For the next 2 years, Hitler stormed around Western Europe, taking over land with his famous Blitzkrieg. Then, on June 22, 1941, the Nazis decided to enact Operation Barbarossa, which broke the non-aggression agreement that they had with the Soviet Union. At first, the Nazis were going good, but after several months of being in Russia, the temperature started to drop, and the Nazis started to freeze and their Blitzkrieg slowed down. Their gas lines in the tanks and the other vehicles started to freeze, and they were unable to move until they were heated back up. This was a big obstacle the Nazis never foresaw. On August 16, 1942, German General Paulus and his 6th Army were ordered to attack the city of Stalingrad. Prior to this invasion, German bombers had leveled parts of the city and continued to, while German foot soldiers pushed on land with tanks. These bombings would end up providing perfect sniper coverage for the Russians when they went back into Stalingrad. After the Nazis infiltrated the city on October 14, 1942, Hitler ordered the soldiers in Stalingrad to stand their ground until 1943. On November 19, 1942, the Soviets began to push forward in order to cause a two-part offensive called Operation Uranus. One began on the northern side of Stalingrad, while the other broke through Germany's Romanian defenses. Then, on November 22, 1942, 2 units of Soviet soldiers regrouped at Kalak and surrounded the German troops inside Stalingrad. Suddenly, on December 12, 1943, Hitler ordered the German 6th Army to hold their position in the city and sent the 4th Panzer Army to try and free the Germans trapped in Stalingrad. This led to the Soviets finally making an offensive and splitting the German 6th Army. Just 6 days later, General Paulus surrendered his southern Stalingrad troops to the Soviets. After resisting for 2 days, the troops in northern Stalingrad surrendered as well. On February 2, 1943, liberation of Stalingrad was officially over, and the Soviets had regained total control of Stalingrad. Were it not for the victory in Stalingrad, the war might have taken a different turn that could have reshaped history forever.